draft when you can smoke and fly. Peter Tash set out to legalize. All my heroes are botheads.
And welcome, I love it, to another episode of Comics on Cannabis, where us as comedians, we partake in the lovely plant by consuming it. We smoke it, we imbibe it, we do it, and we take our live and we talk about what we think is fun while we're high. So right now, I'm Ed Cho. I am your... I can't even concentrate. I am your host. We have Derek Michael. Sue Golden is not feeling too well. So, Sue, I hope you're feeling better. She couldn't be here with us tonight, but it's all right. It's okay, because for years, we've had an honorary co-host.
There we go.
And that honorary co-host just happens to be the lead singer of P-Funk North. Give it up for my boy, Dave Sloyan. What's up, Dave?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me here. It's always good to be part of the Comics on Cannabis crew, as we are family. Dirty Joyzy, P-Funk North Plainfield. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. You know, look, I was trying to get my intro out, and I just couldn't. When you see it, like when you see a skeleton kind of floating around, I was like, normally it goes smooth, but it didn't go that well because of the beautiful skeleton.
Got you off guard. It's it happens.
But I love it.
I swear, officer, she was alive when we started.
Yeah, exactly. She's a hostage. So, yo, Dave, it's been a while, man. I haven't seen you for some time. You look good. The band looks good. Every time I see you guys play, it's almost uncanny. And anyone from the sound of my voice that's listening to this podcast, you got to see this band. They never fail. Right. Like, you've never, ever failed. You've always brought it. You've always had people that were just kind of like, did you hear this band?
So much energy.
There's energy. It's fun. You know what? It's not even a show. It's when you see P-Funk North, honestly, it's an event.
Yeah.
It's not a show. It's an event. And
as always, you should get stoned as fuck and then go listen.
Yeah, exactly. If you're smoking and you want to listen to great music, smoking makes it good, but you can see his shit. Period. You don't have to be smoking. It's always good to smoke.
Yeah,
but you can enjoy P-Funk's music just straight, and it's just great shit, man.
And it's our intro, by the way.
Well, and for anyone that doesn't know, that is our intro. So for all the times I get DM'd on like my Instagram and everything like that, that is it's these guys that put it together.
Thanks to you. You asked, you were like, yo, can you hook it up? And I was like, yeah. And actually that song became probably like one of our most popular songs to date, has some of the most streams and stuff. So it definitely worked out nicely. So thank you.
No, stop it. Stop it. So talk to me, guys. Like, I haven't seen you for a while, so I just want to know what you've been up to, because you've been blowing up all over the place. I know you're going to be with Afro Man. Like, talk about it, man. How and or why? Because you guys are all over the place.
We're trucking along nicely. Very excited, very fortunate, very grateful for everything we got going on right now. We are playing with Afro Man this Saturday for the 420 party, 420 Eve, because technically it's 419. So we're going to be rocking direct support for Afro Man. This is actually the second time we're playing with him. We played with him up in Connecticut in January, and it was a wonderful time had by all. And so we're very excited to be on our home turf with the legend Afro Man. Very excited about that. Also, we're deep in the thick of it, about to release a new single with a brand new music video directed by Dunellen. It'll be coming out within a month or so, probably towards the end of May. So new music coming out. We got a bunch of shows coming up. We're playing a cool reggae festival, Lionheart Music Fest in June in Jersey with a whole bunch of cool people. Mike Pinto, Mighty Mystic, Cashed Out, Mike Love, High Respect, a whole bunch of homies like that. So we're just staying busy. We're gonna, like I said, excited about this new release. Very, very excited about it. So appreciate you having us on so we can just brag about ourselves.
It's not bragging, it's the truth. Isn't that what they say?
Not talking shit if you back it up.
Yeah, if you can back it up like you guys can. So yeah, and that's what you do. And I was telling him that you had that Sublime gig that you're going to do a tribute to Sublime, and this guy like gets hard for Sublime. Like,
me too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they come any bigger as a fan than this guy right here. Did you ever see Badfish? Like,
no,
you never really. As such a Sublime guy, I'm surprised you didn't see Badfish.
No, I haven't had a chance.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. You gotta check them out because they played with Batfish a couple times.
Guess what? We played with them a few times. They're good peoples, and we're gonna be playing with them again in August in Long Island, August 31st. So that's a good opportunity.
Where can everybody go to find out what you're playing next?
pfunknorth.com is the centralized hub. P is in pancake, funk is in funky town, north is not south. pfunknorth.com. Also at pfunknorth, one word, on all the socials, all the major music outlets: Spotify, Google, Amazon, apple, banana, pear, watermelon, grape, kiwi, strawberry, pumpkin, broccoli. We're on broccoli now. So download broccoli. It's free. We're working on radish. It's a little tougher.
Yeah. You're blowing up all over the place, and we couldn't be any prouder. But what's the next step now, man? It's like you're taking it all by storm. Anyone that's going to see you or has been seeing you has been like, have you seen P Funk North? What's next, brother? Like, what is like? What is next for P Funk North?
Quitting our jobs.
There it is. Boom! I love it.
We're quitting the jobs. He already did. We're hitting.
Huge.
Nice.
We're gonna be.
You should just do a walkout on the same day and film it. You know, like.
I should have done that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, well. I'll live stream mine.
Here it is. This is my
Office space.
What a way, man! It's like, fuck you. I'm a P Funk North.
Yeah,
just fucking storm out.
Yeah.
Kick the shit out of your boss.
Bye.
So is that the next step, guys? Just touring all over the place? Like when you're doing that now, but I'm talking like, because your music is just that good, and it just is. Like if you guys, oh my god, from the sound of my voice to your ears, you have to listen to their music. It shouldn't just be big in this area in New Jersey. It just needs to go all over the place. So like, are you going to take it to the next level? Florida, California, Colorado, you'd be fucking gigantic. But yeah, are you looking to take it like those places as well, or what do you know?
Yeah, we already have feelers out in from New York to Nashville and Colorado, Carolinas, Florida, Cali. Some crazy things are happening. We don't count our chickens before they've hatched.
Yeah.
But we're very excited and fortunate. We're working with some really cool people, and some really, really cool things are in the works. So we could talk a little bit more, like off air, off the record.
Yes, no, absolutely. I'll give you a call later on tonight. I will. What's going on with my boy? And I'm trying to get these guys too. I've talked about it with the podcast. Comics on Cannabis is going to have this like fun little party. I'm not talking too much about it right now, but it's going to be this little get together for our listeners and our friends and family. And we want these guys to obviously be a part of that. So stay tuned for that as well. But you're booking up all over the place. I don't know. I mean, I gotta jump on their shit now.
Yeah,
we gotta book that shit now and get you on.
Yeah, we need the date ASAP-ually.
Time is up. But yeah, man. So 420. Once again, this Friday, blow it up again, guys. Blow it up again. What do you got coming up in the next 2 weeks? I want everybody to see you and hear you.
Hell yeah. So thanks again. Big ups. Comics on Cannabis. Ed, Derek, known you guys for a long time. Family. Hell yeah. We rise together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we got some cool stuff coming up. This Saturday, we're at House of Independence, Asbury Park. Direct support, supporting the legendary Afro Man. So it's going to be a crazy stoner party. I mean, tis the season. The holidays coming up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then the following week, we're going to be at in Manahawkin. Yep, at the Old Causeway in Manahawkin, playing all night long.
There it is.
We play 9:30 to like 12:30 or 1 or whatever till the ugly lights come on. Then the next week, so that's April 25th. We're back in Manahawkin to the Causeway. May 2nd is the first of our 2 Sublime tributes we're doing in May. So May 2nd is down in Beach Haven at Bird and Betty's. Sick venue. Love playing there.
Mm-hmm.
Quick shout out because it just makes me feel good. We played with Long Beach Double All Stars there last year, and it's crazy. It was amazing. It was so much fun. Those guys are such cool guys. But yeah, so we're gonna be there May 2nd doing a Sublime tribute with our homie DJ Red Rum on the 1s and 2s, scratching along.
Very nice.
We used to rock all the time at 10th Street Live. Big ups to Kevin and crew at 10th Street Live. And we used to do that shit back in the day, so we're bringing it back for May 2nd. Yeah, in Kenilworth, that shit was wild. So then after that, May 16th, we're doing the second Sublime tribute in Asbury Park, Wild Air Brewing, with a couple other bands playing a couple other cool tributes like Korn, System of a Down, and Stone Temple Pilots. And then right the next day, May 17th, we're doing a benefit show, which I'll give you guys some more info about as I get it, and to promote. It's our good homie Danny's daughter, Danny Dzurilla. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if I should have said his whole name, but either way, you could cut that out.
We can edit it.
But she's battling leukemia, so we're doing during the daytime in Dunellen at the Dunellen Theater. We're doing a daytime show there. There's going to be a basket raffle. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. So definitely donate. Hopefully, Ed, you guys could pop in the link and pop those links and stuff. We'll do that. So definitely donate. Anything counts. Anything helps. It's a great cause for a terrible situation. Good P-Funk Northers going through tough times. So we'll get more info out on that. But that's 17th. So come on down to Dunellen Theater.
There you go.
I have trouble saying that apparently. And then later on that night, we're actually going to be in Medford at the Farm Truck Brewing from 6 to 10, just rocking out again all night long. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. There's more past that, but that's kind of just the general thing that's happening. And then also right around that time, we'll be releasing a new song, a new music video. So, all right, shut the front door. All right, that's enough. All right,
I love it. You know what? Just keep on going and going and going because you guys deserve it. So everyone, once again, this is our boy, Dave Sloyan. That is P-Funk North. Check them out. Listen to them. Be a part of their world. Be a part of our world. Dave, I'll hit you guys up a little bit later, but thanks for being a part of it, man.
Thanks for having us.
You guys are amazing. Take care.
Let's do it again sometime.
You're honorary, dude. You're honorary co-host anytime.
Next week, I'll see you there.
Later, guys.
Much love, guys.
Bye-bye. Do they don't get much cooler than that?
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Like, I'm still sitting there, like, trying to get my intro out, and I'm like fumbling because he's got this stupid like, oh my gosh, just hanging out. Oh, there he is again. Can he hear us? Can they still hear us? They like it wouldn't be Dave, right, if he didn't have like that. Like
charisma,
right?
100%.
And that and that skeleton in making me fuck up my intro.
The floating skeleton.
But it's so true though.
We should get a skeleton.
It's just so true. Like anytime they perform, it's like they don't know how to fail.
Yeah.
Like they just don't know how to fail. And that just takes talent.
And there's so much energy too in a show. So you feel like just getting out there and being a part of it, not just sitting down and listening.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the talent behind it, the energy that they put out there, it's something like it's weird, man. I'm like fanboying. He's my boy, and he's my friend, right? And I've met them all, but I fanboy over them because they're just that fucking good.
They are.
They're just that fucking good. And I don't know, man. And he's quality people, and remember when we did the Comics on Can events?
Oh yeah.
And he had his we were in the limo, and he had his little guitar.
Yeah,
and he was singing about Doritos. I think it was at the New Jersey Green Room.
Yeah, that's right.
He was like, I love Doritos.
We had all of that. We have all of those edibles, and like by the end of that trip, everybody was like, where the fuck are we?
Yeah.
You remember that? You're like, am I driving?
We were so fun. You told me Dave said one of the funniest things, and to this day, it still makes me laugh because I don't know if Dave was either drunk or high, but do you remember I have my Blue Man Group joke?
Yeah.
It was like, would my skin turn green if I tried out a Blue Man Group because yellow? And then you were like, Dave was like saying, oh, I love jokes about primary colors.
I remember I was sitting there and nobody else heard it, and I was out on the floor of the fucking limo. I was laughing so hard, and you're like, what the fuck is so funny? I was like, you didn't hear him?
It's such, and I'm like, that's something Dave would say.
I love jokes about primary colors.
I'm like, fuck, that's funnier than my joke.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, it's so funny.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I hope anybody and everybody can check them out. But yeah, 420, man.
Yeah,
Easter 420. They're kicking it. What are you doing, man, for Easter? Like,
That's a good question.
It's 420, 419. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna eat. It's gonna be our thing. But what do you like? What do you?
I mean, I don't know. Come over, you know?
Yeah.
Come over.
Yeah. Usually have steak and you feed
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Over. I just kind of glop onto your family. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm hungry. Feed me.
Yeah, right?
But, yeah. You know what? This is a great way to start the show.
Yeah.
Seeing them. But now that we're kicking here, let's talk a little cannabis, shall we?
Okay.
So, I'm sure that when you get high, when you smoke,
Right.
do you do it to relax? Do you do it to sleep? Like 80% of the time, I like it because I like the way it makes me feel. I like weed because I have anxiety. But there's times when I just want to go to sleep. Right? It's like I want to rest.
So you get an indica and you...
Exactly. Yeah. So if you look at this, they proven here that medical cannabis is a better sleep aid than over-the-counter and prescription pills. Like, yeah. So medical cannabis is the way to go.
Yeah.
The safe way if you want to sleep. Now, there are people still that have a problem. Well, the devil's lettuce and cannabis isn't good. And
Devil's lettuce. Oh,
right. Well,
God.
you see what I'm saying? Right. But the fact that they can prove this, that cannabis is a better sleep aid.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, what more does it take?
Not only that, but I mean, have you seen some of like the fucking side effects of some medications and over the counter even stuff that people take?
Yeah, right.
Have you heard SUD? Do you know what that is?
SUD.
Yeah, it's an acronym, but it's on a lot of medications, and it stands for sudden unexplained death.
And they have that for sleep aid?
For a lot of different medications, has that on the back. And basically, it's a way for two things to happen. One, to basically just get scot-free away with killing somebody. If your medication kills them, I don't know, we don't know why it happened. It's unexplained. So they put that fucking label on there.
Really?
Right. And again, though, if it happens often enough, they put it on there. It has to happen a certain amount of times, you know what I mean? Like, like matches, light away from face. Like, people did that, so they had to fucking put it on there, you know what I mean? It has to happen several times, and there to be a lawsuit or something over it for that to happen. And they're bitching about marijuana?
And that SUD, you'll never see that on his marijuana thing. You'll never see it here.
Ever.
I mean, look at this here. Even through what we got here, the survey, 1,000 people that's been using medical cannabis to help them sleep found that, look at that, 70% of the patients reported that it's a better sleep aid than prescription sleeping pills.
Yeah.
Like, it's just better.
It is.
It you don't have to worry about any side effects. It just makes you feel good about it. And I love bringing stuff like this up. The positive of the cannabis world, that medicinally it does help. And the reason I keep bringing it up is because there's so many people out there that still don't buy it. Or they're like saying it's not.
I mean, there are so many things you can point to. I mean, you look at
Sure.
like alcohol, that's legal, and everybody says that's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times have there been bar fights because of alcohol?
Right.
I guarantee you there's not going to be a single fight in any of these freaking weed cafes. I guarantee you that's not going to happen. I promise.
That's true.
I promise.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And but
You want to fight later, man?
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Forget where you are. I have, I don't know. I have it in me to feel that cannabis could be, and well, I don't even know, because I still like alcohol.
Right.
You like alcohol, right? But I have it in me to feel that if I had a choice, cannabis could be just as good. Like, I will take cannabis over alcohol. Now,
Okay.
before I don't know if I would have ever said that, that I would have taken, cannabis over alcohol, but I think that's the way to go now. And even still, like even the drinks that are right now, the THC drinks or the Delta 8 drinks, I enjoy it. So I don't know, man. Like I said, when I see stuff like that, I'm all for it. I'm all for like seeing what marijuana can do medicinally and the positive of it. When I get, honestly, when I smoke and I want to sleep, I do sleep like a baby.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
I do sleep like a baby. So, I mean, I love it. What's up? What do you got? There?
I'm just sorry. I just had seen this, so it distracted me. Rectal use of cannabis, or what I did for science.
Recreational.
It's cannabis enemas.
Well,
If people
why
are
not?
willing to do this, nobody's doing that with alcohol. I can
that's,
tell you that right now.
that is very true.
What are you doing? I'm shoving a beer up my ass and standing on my head.
What was? You know what? Is that real or is that?
It's a real thing. Yeah,
Okay,
what I
'cause-
did for science. They're testing the effects of how it gets into your bloodstream. If it gets faster this way or that way or
Really, that's how they're doing it.
yeah.
Well,
They're
why not?
not just rectally. They're doing a whole bunch of eye drops.
Is it really?
It's really what they've done.
No kidding. That's interesting. I didn't see that. You should have thrown that to me. We could have put that up there.
I just saw it just now.
Oh, Kyle, that's.
If I could travel in time, I'd do that.
Well,
that would be so cool. I'd go back and buy the same bud again.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
The Afghan Kush or the good
Yeah.
stuff. What's your favorite strain? I think we talked about that before, but I forgot.
I mean, I like a lot of the diesels, like sour diesel. I like.
Sour diesel.
I like a lot of the hybrids, because I don't want to be, like down, and go to sleep all the time.
Right.
So I like something that lasts a little while where you got like a little bit of a pick me up, but then it fades and you come into that kind of indica,
Yeah.
and then you're like, all right, now I'm chill.
Oh, there it is. There it is. That recreational rectal use of cannabis or what?
What I did for science.
Cannabis just keeps.
Yeah.
It just keeps going in all different.
Be creative.
That's what it does. When I come in here, and this is gonna leeway into our next topic here, but when I smoke or when Sue's here and when you're here, I love the smell of weed.
Yeah.
I love the smell of it. That's why I love the flower. I love everything about it. And this is what I love here with our next story here. So, do you ever get nervous? Number one, do you?
Of course. Everybody gets that.
When you drive, do you smoke like CBD or anything?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I don't drive incredibly high. I just don't do that. But I'll smoke CBD if I want to relax. I will do that. But look at this here. So apparently, the court rules that a marijuana smell cannot prompt a car search. Boom.
really, where is that?
Look at this. I believe it's in Michigan. Yep. Look at that. So according to Michigan Supreme Court, smelling marijuana cannot be the sole reason for police to search a car without a warrant. Yeah. Look at that. So why it matters. The court's 5-1 ruling struck down a 25-year-old precedent and frustrated defense attorneys because it has been hard to raise doubts if a police officer says their search was based on the smell of weed alone.
It's also just,
So that's, I'm sorry, go on.
I mean, it's also, a way for police to abuse, I mean, because you could say that I thought I smelled smoke, and nobody can disagree with you. I thought I smelled weed, so I searched his car. You know what I mean? You could just say that, it's just like when you get pulled over by a cop, they could say you were swerving. No, I wasn't. You have no recourse.
Wait, so
okay?
what your point there is that if it does smell like weed?
No, my point is that if a cop can just say, I think it smells like weed arbitrarily and not have any real reason to search you.
Right.
It's good to get rid of that because obviously it just gives somebody a little bit too much of an authority to, search your car.
100%. Absolutely. And this would come in handy. Remember when you were a kid and you would hotbox?
Yeah.
And then a cop would come in and
Yeah.
I smell weed. Well, no shit.
When I was a kid, they searched your car if you were like 17, they just automatically searched your car.
Really?
Yeah, when I got pulled over, oh, hell yeah. All right, sit outside. I'd be sitting on the curb, and they'd be like, don't move. Okay.
No. It was maybe because I'm Asian. I don't know if they trust me or something where I would be high or there would be smoke, and they're like, is there weed in the car? No, officer. All right. Like I've been pretty good about it. Like they've been pretty good about that, honestly. For me, I never really got that in trouble. But I never liked the idea that you were just allowed to. They were just allowed to search the car.
Yeah.
Just because of weed.
Yeah.
Now, if you're swerving, you should be
100%. But now we have dash cams and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So if somebody's swerving, like a cop can say, yeah, he was swerving, and then he could show the footage and prove it, and that's good for both. Because now the cop can say, hey, you were swerving. I have a video of that. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
And it's not just an arbitrary reason to pull you over.
Right, exactly. Take the power away from the cops.
So take some. I mean, I believe, in law enforcement. I really do. But you can't just say, I think I smell something, I'm going to search your car. People have rights, too.
Right, exactly. Well, in some places they don't. In some
true.
places you're kind of like, all right, I smell weed, you're doing some time.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. I love I miss hotboxing. Remember when you were in college and you were kids?
Yeah.
That was just the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Hotbox your car and then
I told you about that time with
Cheech and Chong
Ben,
car.
right?
I'm sorry.
The time with Ben.
What happened?
We were in his car and we had a bong in the car and we were fucking passing it around, right? And I'm just listening to Ben change the station. You know, I'm trying to get him to land somewhere. And I'm not looking at him. I'm smoking and passing the bong and stuff. And all of a sudden, Ben goes, "Oh, shit, I'm driving."
Oh, shit.
And everybody in the car was like, "Ben, pull over."
Yeah, no, that's See,
He
now
was
that's
like looking at the radio and changing it. And he was doing that for a good like 30 seconds, dude. So he could have plowed into anything at that time.
See, now that's not safe. Wait a minute here. Is P Funk still there?
Yeah.
I see the skeleton. Wait a minute. Is it? I didn't know they were still there. Is the skeleton? What
He did.
the
He's
fuck?
got- he's got it.
I didn't know.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Can they still hear? Like, wait a minute. Well,
That's crazy.
I can't hear them. I don't know. I can't hear them. I didn't know they were still there.
Hey guys, I'll turn it up.
What, you know what? I didn't even know you guys were still there. I'm looking at the screen, and you guys are at this little box, and I see the skeleton floating again.
Floating around in the box.
He's just hanging out, man.
Oh shit! That's. I'm like, that freaked me out. 'Cause I looked closely, and I was like, "Is that a skeleton again?" I'm like, "Shit, P-Funk is still here."
Also, we've added to the crew. We got our boy James here, also from North Plainfield, P-Funk North.
Hey, there you go. See that? We start with P-Funk North, we end with P-Funk.
There we go. There we go.
He's on our albums as well. He's doing all the rhyming on the timing and stuff. So,
Oh, nice.
that's just a cheap little plug for him. But anyways, thanks for having us. And
No.
I'm glad that you noticed we were still here.
Does the skeleton have a name?
Seymour.
It's
Seymour.
It's Seymour. Hey, yo, Dave.
More.
Suddenly Seymour.
Dave, when you come to the studio, you got to bring him, okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
Our listeners want to see this now. They have to. It's a must.
You ever watch Craig Ferguson when he did late night? He had Jeff. He had his co-host. It was a skeleton. Anyways, it's funny.
And
Oh yeah.
and there it is. And now we're gonna have them as a new host. That really freaked me out because I really didn't know what that was until I saw that. Just kind of like
Yeah, we got bodies. Yeah.
creepy. All right, guys.
He was alive when we came in here, officer. I swear.
I need to party with these guys again, man. But everyone, thank you again for enjoying another episode of Comics on
that
Cannabis.
reminds me.
What
We
happened?
forgot our mascot.
Yes.
How did we forget Bucky?
Bucky is over there. That's right.
That's why we have the skeleton now.
That's true. That's true. Is Bucky there? There's
Bucky.
There it is.
There we go.
Bucky the Beaver.
Front and center. There you go.
Bucky the Beaver. There it is. Yes. He deserves.
There it is.
He's going about you guys. Bucky Beaver is there. I'm telling you, we're gonna go there and podcast
All right,
at
I'm
Bucky's. But everyone, thanks again for coming to and watching Comics on Cannabis and P Funk and our skeleton. Feel free, guys, to like and subscribe so we can grow our vision of fusing entertainment and cannabis to the next level. And of course, visit us on our IG page at Comics on Cannabis. It's a lot of fun. So until then, guys, see ya, and we are out. Dude, that freaked me the